You just unpacked a strategy that our Think community definitely needs to hear. Popular item plus new spin. You got to just press record.
Should I start out in my own unique format or go all in? Start out with the typical review format and incorporate my own style from there.
Like if you could just make great comparison videos versus videos, just this pedal versus this, like there's unlimited versus camera videos. People have kind of done them, but sometimes they haven't done them well. And there's still people want, but what about the M6 Mark II versus the A6400? But what about the ZV-1 versus so we don't even get to enough of them. And yet people want specific videos about specific questions. Yes, I'm sure a majority of the pedals and the mainstream pedals have been covered at length, and maybe it's hard to break in. But I also know that even the most popular pedals are kind of like the Canon M50, and the Canon M50 has a 10 zillion videos about it, and people still get views because there's such a large market for it.
The Canon M50 would be equivalent to the Ibanez Tube Screamer. It is probably the most famous guitar pedal of all time. Everybody loves a Tube Screamer, but what happens if we put a Tube Screamer in front of this everybody's favorite pedal?
You just unpacked a strategy that our Think community definitely needs to hear. Popular item plus new spin. Because you said everybody knows about the Ibanez Tube Screamer. And so if you throw in a crispy thumbnail and then you put a spin on it, so that's like, Canon M50 with Sony lenses. Like, I don't even know why you'd want to do that, but it's like people, because it's like some weird spin to it, some weird hack to it. Right. Known, super popular thing, potentially product, good theme for today's Coffee with Cannell, plus unique modern spin. And you're saying that's a great strategy to unpack, because sometimes we go too obscure and people are like, well, I don't even know what the thing is. Right. But if you can anchor on what people do know and bridge it to something fresh and unique, that could be a really powerful video idea. I think that a lot of us, and I want everyone in the Think community to kind of hear this, that there's definitely like almost the practical path we should all stick with. And then we should have a little bit of our bandwidth for creative ideas and experimentation. That's the R&D department. That's research and development. And maybe something genius comes out of there and comes into our day-to-day practical schedule. I saw it from actually a creator who you would never think this person struggled with confidence or struggled with putting themselves out there. And they were being interviewed and they said, this idea has been in my head for 5 years, but I didn't press record. And we just got a message that was emailed to us. And they said, listen, I've been watching, I've been learning, I've been studying, but I haven't pressed record for 5 years. What a lot of people don't know is that I started, yes, I was putting some videos out there, but I was afraid to really lean into taking YouTube serious. I almost was like treating it like, oh, I'm kind of just dabbled. There's kind of a hobby. Like it's my side thing. I didn't really want to put my heart and my emotions, maybe because of fear of failing, fear of telling people I was serious, fear of who even knows what, or just even wanting to, convince myself or be in my own head about whatever. And it was really for years. I mean, maybe 2010 to really 2015, when this whole Think Media thing really, and when I started to do video influencers eventually with Benji, because of years of kind of playing it behind the scenes or playing it like I almost had a guard up. And the reason I just say that is just to encourage you that, and everyone listening, because you bring that up. Like if you're listening to this and you've been like, man, I don't know, I've been watching your stuff for 3 months and I haven't pressed record yet. You're in good company. Like sometimes we learn and absorb for 6 months, for 9 months, for a year. I don't want that to be an excuse. I want you to post your first video today. But at the same time, even when it came to start building my online business, I went to events, I bought courses, I strategized, I dreamed, I wrote Google Docs about things. And I didn't really create anything even for years, but I was in the research and development phase. You don't want to get stuck in analysis paralysis. You don't want to overthink things. You don't want procrastination to last forever. But sometimes the seeds of your dreams and the seeds of your greatness need time to gestate while being hidden and being watered before they spring up and they begin to be visible and seen. I think that might be something I just kind of wanted our whole community to hear, but just to encourage you. I mean, you've posted the 4 videos, but like, you're formulating these things. Sometimes it takes a process of dreaming a little bit, but then you got to just take action. When are you posting your next video, and do you feel ready to go all in?
Are you ready to start or grow your YouTube channel? Do you feel stuck and need help connecting the dots? Join this free web class where you'll learn the step-by-step playbook for YouTube success. We've helped thousands of purpose-driven entrepreneurs just like you grow their influence with video. Register today for this exclusive training at thinkmasterclass.com.